Call Haloyam La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan. This will be titled World Enemy Form. Okay? And we know who the elites are. I mean, if you don't know by now, you totally sleep. Okay? The opposite of woke, sleep. All right? This is right here. I can't never pronounce his name completely correctly. It's not Carl, but Quarl Swabs is his last name. And he's like one of the headliners of this non-elected governing body of the world. Remember Job 9:24? The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Well, you're looking at them, okay? This is the book of Revelations 13:11. And behold, another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb. And he spoke as a dragon, okay? And that dragon goes into draconian, Athens, okay? Hard measurements, unbearable, intolerable laws, okay? All right? And if you want to be real about it, Swabs is was a good example because, once again, he's a unelected official. His money talks. So he runs both sides of these horns. Okay? His people. Once again, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Who are they? The elite, the enlightened, okay? On this side, on the left-hand side of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Okay? So that those horns go into your government, you know, your so-called Republican and Democrat. Notice I said so-called because there's no truth in them. It's a pyramid, okay? And this is how it was ran in the from the time of the Grecians through the Romans. Okay, they had the same system set in place to manipulate the citizens to thinking that they had a choice that was never theirs. Okay. And since the pandemic, you should see this louder than clearer. Do as we say, not as you think. Okay. This is the book of Psalms 36:4. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. Who? The wicked. Those in authority over you. Okay. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He aborteth not evil. Let's get that abortive.
Strong's H 3988. My ass.
To reject, despise, refuse. Okay? That's the main things you're supposed to do to evil. But he doesn't. Okay? It says he aborteth not. So he doesn't hate evil. He indulges in evil. Okay? Let's back that up. This is the book of Micah 2, starting at verse 1. Woe to them that deviseth iniquity. What do you think the world enemy form is doing? Okay? That's all they're doing continuously is setting up, once again, these draconian laws, because what's his end goal? The New World Order. Okay, to do away with the little freedom, the slight freedom that you even think you have. And they're ready to prepare you once again for a scenario very similar to Hunger Games. Your elites are up here, and the rest of you are this bottom feeder peasants. Okay, that's the man that went on record to say, you will eat the bugs and love it. You will own nothing and love it. That's him in the flesh right there. Now, if that's not the adversary, Satan, who is? Once again, Job's question. If not him, who else? Oh, it's Japheth. Man, I dread seeing another nation come up worse than these people that are ahead of us right now. Imagine those terms. Imagine that living. Okay? Thawadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right, we're at the end of this. Okay? Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. How? They're at the forum practicing it now. I'm going to give you short examples because it is in the power of their hand. Okay? And they covered fields, and they take them by violence, not by love, not by reason, not by negotiation, not by purchase, by violence. Okay, by that sword that was given to their forefather Esau, the blessing. Okay, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house. Once again, that very man that's sitting on that couch of that picture said that you will own nothing and love it. Quote out of his mouth, along with eating bugs while they flew there on private jets, a line of them. Okay, privy off your dollar, off of the hard-earned tax money that we spend worldwide. Okay, even a man and his heritage. He wants it all. He's coming for your soul. What's that? The MOTB, coming for ownership of your soul. Okay? Now, here we go again. My trusted friend, the copyright, fair use copyright, 107. I am not selling any products. This is strictly for educational purposes.
All right, Robbie, what's on your radar today?
So the World Economic Forum's annual meeting is underway in Davos, Switzerland. Now, last year, disinformation stole the spotlight and was featured as a key problem for global elites to address. This year, the WEF has upped the ante, releasing a report that lists misinformation and disinformation as the #1 short-term risk facing the world, beating out interstate armed conflict, climate change, and lack.
Who determines this misinformation and disinformation? The wicked.
Economic opportunity. Societal polarization, which is closely linked to misinfo, disinfo, came in third. Now, one of the first events at this year's meeting was a panel discussion called Liberating.
I'm going to play that one more time.
All right, Robbie, what's on your radar today?
So the World Economic Forum's annual meeting is underway in Davos, Switzerland. Now, last year, disinformation stole the spotlight and was featured as a key problem for global elites to address. This year, the WEF has upped the ante, releasing a report that lists misinformation.
Before I even let this play any farther, do you know what time we are in? Wars. Not even rumors of wars. We're in the wars. Okay, yes, more war are coming. So there are rumors of war, but there are physical wars right now taking place. Okay?
Releasing a report that lists misinformation and disinformation as the #1 short-term risk facing the world, beating out interstate armed conflict, climate change, and lack of economic opportunity. Societal polarization, which is closely linked to misinfo, disinfo, came in third. Now, one of the first events at this year's meeting was a panel discussion called Liberating.
Now, I'm not trying to brag, but going all the way back to school, I've been pretty good at math. So I can count things up, all right? So we're going to take this information and add it on with this.
Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
Okay. This is an Israeli woman saying this.
Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
I didn't see any of my youth, any of the Akim, any of my apostles, elders, Akim, or even these 2/3 wicked jakes over there taking any part in this Gaza-Israel conflict. But you got time to open your mouth and spew that, okay? So what I was alluding to by saying that I'm pretty good at math, if you put the world enemy formed agenda along with what this woman is saying, this Israeli ambassador saying, then you should come up very similar with my answer right here. Amos 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Allah power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but the hearing, but of hearing the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I looked into famine. It's not just hunger, it's adverse. Like, it's got to be massive. It can't just be a famine. Is not your house is you don't have food. A famine is there's no food available for the massive. Now, what did he say in this verse? Not a famine of bread, not food, nor a thirst for water. So eliminate that. This is of the word. You will be seeking this word. The brothers, the Achiums, the apostles keep warning you. You will be seeking this word. You will be begging to hear this word that you're rejecting today. Yes, we're talking to you, Jake. You, the same person that was labeled an enemy. You better hear these people speak. You better listen when the dragon speaks. You better listen, first of all, when the prophets speak from the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Amos 3:7, for I will do nothing but reveal it to the prophets. Okay, so when we speak, you should be listening. If you can't take it for us, then listen to the dragon tell you what he's going to do to you. Okay, listen to the dragon confess that he is your enemy. All right, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and shall not find it. Okay, that's it. No more highways and byways. Okay, no more getting on this cell phone doing these lessons. The Lord is gonna seal it, shut it, and we won't be able to do anything but be obedient as we're striving to be now. Okay, we're not gonna give a damn in that day. We've done our job. He said he's gonna turn the fishers into hunters. That's what we're praying for. Those spiritual powers. Okay. So you've been warned, Yasharala, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, all right? This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay, must I remind you?
The problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
These wicked people are at war, and they're provoking more war. They're not only at war, they're provoking more war, and you have nothing to do with it, Jake, but yet they're pointing the finger at you. Okay? That sounds like the enemy to me, your government. When doesn't the scripture say, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and trust in their horses and chariots, which goes into the military complex and their handouts and their government? The same thing that's got Eve fucked up today and unwilling to be submissive to her man. Okay? The enemy. Now, I'm skipping down to make my point. Here's the point in 13, Hebrew hopscotching. Sirach 12:13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Once again, woe to you who believe in this felon system, who believe in our captivity. Egypt means bondage. We're in spiritual Egypt. Okay, we're in spiritual Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, and you see it every day. All right, so who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? And how are you bitten? Because you are rejecting the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, or any such as come nigh wild beasts. That's exactly who they are. They have no soul. They are wild beasts. Okay, they was created to be. They are the vessel fitted for destruction, fitted for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's wrath. Okay, just so as he did to Egypt, he built Egypt to bring it down to show his might. He's building up spiritual Egypt, spiritual Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah to a higher level to even make his greatness even known beyond. Okay, this is the last time for this. After that, his children will reign forever and ever and ever. Okay, so this is the climax. All right, this is the book of Revelations, and this was just a little quick hit. World enemy forum coming together right now as we speak, devising wickedness and plotting on you and the world. Okay, it's Revelations 13 or Salakia, Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwelleth therein in them. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitation of the earth, the whole earth, and of the sea. For the devil, who is the devil? The adversary, those people who I just showed you, all of them, the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time to use that sword, that blessing. Okay? All right? So be careful, because this is the time we in. Repent. Turn to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? Turn away from, come up out of her. Okay? Come up out of her, because she's polluted. All right? And this place has no good intentions for you. They're openly saying that they want to genocide. And they're openly genociding right now. Okay? What do you call Gaza? All right? While they pointing the finger at Russia, which I'm not taking any sides of Russia, Ukraine. Once again, that's a civil war. Those are family members going at it. All right. But it's all the works of the devil and the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that this carry out. So once again, this has been World Enemy Forum. Take heed. Shalom.